Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and today we're going to determine if these people are indeed the butthole. Alrighty, the first one we're about to get into is titled, Am I the Butthole for Asking My Parents to Pay Rent? My parents moved across the country to live with us. Me, my husband, and 2 kids. My dad is disabled and my mom is retired. That's a bad start. That's a bad start. Okay. My mom watches my son 2 days a week so we can save $300 a month on daycare. He goes to daycare for the other 3 days a week. She also picks up our daughter and watches her after school until we are home from work every day. My husband and I have hybrid work positions and can work from home, so typically one of us is home at least 4 out of the 5 work days. They sold their home to help us with our down payment. What? They sold their crib to... They sold their house to help you with your down payment, and you have the audacity to ask them for rent? Oh my goodness. All right, but let's finish. Let's go ahead and finish this. This didn't actually happen before we closed on the house, so we used the money they gave us to add a bathroom to the first... You mean to tell me they sold their house, and the thing that came out of it is you guys adding a bathroom? Again, let's go ahead and finish this. Maybe there's something in here to where we're like, you know what? Okay, that money is now gone and they have lived with us for 18 months. So we decided to ask them for rent to cover 40 to 50% of our utilities. Gas, electricity, water, trash, internet. The rent we are asking is no more than 20% of their monthly income. We don't need the money, but it would help to get some of our debts paid off more quickly. First off, 20% of their income, the mom is retired and your dad is disabled. The only money that they're getting is a disability check and a social security. I know both of them checks they get is not paying them like that, so 20%? When my husband talked to them, he explained our utilities and asked them to pay their portion. My mom said she thought she wouldn't need to pay rent because she watches our kids, as already explained, and simply said I'll have to look at our finances and then hid in her room fuming the rest of the day. When I asked her if she was joining us for dinner, she refused and was clearly pissed off. I wonder why. Wow, what the audacity, right? I know she's been unhappy living with us and feels stuck, but I don't know why asking them to contribute monetarily is such a bad thing. Wow. All right, number one, I don't know your relationship with your parents. I don't know if you're close, you're twinning like that with your parents. But for me, if my mom moved in with me, I would never ever ask my mom to pay rent. Shoot, I'm 24 living with her to this day. She hasn't come up to me not once asking me for rent. And I am grateful. I am quite frankly blessed because there's kids out there, the second they turn 18, they gotta pay rent. I'm friends with one of the guys that had to go through that. So I would not feel right even in the slightest to ask my mom to help out pay rent. 2, if your mom helps you with the kids, that is huge. First off, the dad can't help. He's disabled. I don't know what his disability is, but I'm just gonna give him bail and say he's disabled. He can't really help as much as he wants. But the mom helps out with the kid. Like, your mom is helping out around the house, all right? Like, she's retired. She doesn't have a job. How is she gonna pay rent? Is she gonna pay rent with the little social security she gets from the government? And the last thing, they literally sold their house to help you with a down payment. They're stuck because of you. And it's the craziest thing, the money that you were supposed to use for the down payment, y'all did it for a bathroom. They did that great grand gesture for you guys, and you have the audacity to ask them for rent. Let me see if I'm alone on this. Let's go ahead and read the comments real quick. They watch your kids for free and already give you a lump sum of money. Please tell me this post isn't real. No, for real, twin. And we locked in. We like these. Nah, this can't be a real thing. Not just give them money, they sold their own home to be able to give that. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's just her way of asking her parents for more money because she's entitled. Hey, I'm not gonna slap labels on people now, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not looking good for you. It's not looking good. You say specifically that they save you $300 in daycare. Did you deduct this from the rent that you're trying to charge them? How about the hours of free after school daycare you're getting from your parents? You're trying to be fair, then you need to recognize the amount of free labor you're getting from your parents as well. Down payment money aside, you're still oh my, twin is spitting. Hold on, let my man cook. My man was spitting crazy. That's what I call bars. Nah, who is you? Not an ad too, bruh. Hey, I made a Reddit account. This is gonna be my first ever upvote. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing history. You get one of these, my boy. Yo, the amount of languages we have in human history, and my boy decided, or girl, decided to spit some facts. I can't think of a better way to conclude this section, man. Yeah, you are a disgusting human being to ask your parents for some rent money. After all of the things they did, you're an L. Alright, the next one we're about to go ahead and see is, am I the butthole for causing my mother to be homeless? Crazy title. Let's go ahead and get into it, ladies and gentlemen. My single mother, who was 49, and I had a falling out in 2021. Long story short, she was physically and mentally abusive throughout my childhood. She beat me, groomed me into conspiracy theories. Okay, alright. Okay. Gotta be careful with the word grooming now. Especially in this scenario, you gotta be careful with the word groomed. Mostly involving aliens, reptilians, shapeshifters. Oh my gosh, she was on that fentanyl. Treated my physical and mental health almost excessively with herbs and Eastern medicine practices without no medical training or education. Wait, you mean to tell me when you scraped your knee, your mom didn't put some herbs on it? She kissed it and it felt better afterwards? Wait, is that like a normal thing? It is? Moms kiss boo-boos, they don't put herbs on them? Wow. I then started noticing how much she lied, her extreme impulsiveness, how much she valued her public image, but would be completely different in private, and her gaslighting friends, colleagues, children, including me. It became more apparent and I started dating my now wife. Congratulations, by the way, congratulations. My wife also works in the mental health field, and she would subtly hint on unhealthy behavior that she noticed in my mother that I otherwise thought was completely normal. In 2021, my mother decided she wanted to move all her belongings into a storage unit and buy a van to build into a mini camper. It's called van life. I helped her build the van. She kept making modifications to the construction and making impulsive last minute purchases that she couldn't afford for me to install into the van. It was overwhelming, and I felt all my past and present resentment to really overtake me. I couldn't stand being around my mother anymore. She was with me while I was working on the van, and I decided to confront her. I called her out on everything. There was always an excuse, or she claimed that she didn't remember or know what I was talking about. We had a heated argument for maybe 2 hours. Wow, 2 hours. Wow, you guys got at it, boy. y'all went at it. We decided to stop and cool off. I gave her a hug and I told her I loved her. Oh my god. Oh my, that is, bro. Oh, that's amazing, man. That is amazing. I'm happy after all of the things you list that your mom did to you, and even after a long 2-hour heated argument, you're still able to hug her and say that you love her. That's amazing, man. That is amazing. A few hours later, both my brother and sister called me angry and confused. After talking to them, apparently my mother told them I called her a terrible monster. Dang, my man, that's tough. That's real tough. Said that I was throwing things into her van to cause damage along with several other false claims. None of this was true or even happened. I wasn't even mad at first. I was just in complete shock that my mom would go this far. Yeah, especially after the whole entire argument, you hugged her and said you loved her, and she went running off to your sibling to say that you did. Well, man, that's treacherous. That is treacherous. I called my mom and asked her why she lied to my sibling. She proceeded to tell me that none of it was a lie and that it all happened in her eyes. Yeah, your mom might have some mental problems. This crossed my boundary. I told her if she didn't tell the truth that she needed to get her van out of the garage and find somewhere else to work on it. My mother wouldn't budge. I told her that she was one day to get it out of my property and then hung up the phone. Hey, my man's had enough. My man is sick and tired of being sick and tired. The van was not completed. She had no one to work on it, and her rental house lease was finished in 4 weeks. There was no agreement that she was to stay in my house until it was finished, which I have since heard she's claiming she was supposed to live with me. She had to couch surf with friends and stay in the hotel until she finally got a new rental house 4 or 5 months later. Am I the booty hole? No, you're not the butthole. If you didn't guarantee her a spot at your crib, if you told her, hey, I'm just gonna be working on your van, if you just told her that you were gonna work on the van and that's it, no living space, nothing, then you're all right, man. You are not the booty hole right there. And plus, after all of the turmoil she's put you through, you don't owe her anything, man. You don't owe her a jack diddly. But yeah, that's about it. Go ahead and drop down in the comments below your thoughts and opinions on these 2 Reddit threads, as well as a like and a sub. Hopefully I see you in my next one. Bye.